Hi guys, it's Nancy here and welcome back to my channel, and I have a new video for you guys today. It's all part of my mini-series here on YouTube where I talk everything from if you should start your channel or not and what do you need to start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So today we're gonna talk about what language you should film your videos on, which I get this video might not be for everyone because if you live in the US, you're obviously gonna film your videos on English, probably. For a lot of people that is not a dilemma, but nowadays there are a lot of bilingual people out there and people who use multiple languages on a daily basis like I do. And that is why I wanted to film this video, because I think it might be helpful for some of you guys out there, because I struggled with this a lot, and this might get you to put off filming for YouTube and starting a channel. And basically this is just procrastinating, because if you watch this video, I'm gonna try to help you to figure out what language you should film on, and I will tell you why I decided to film on English. I literally use 3 languages on a daily basis, maybe not on a daily basis, but at least 2 on a daily basis. Because my first language is Serbian, because I am from Serbia and I grew up there, and then I moved to Germany 6 years ago when I was 18, and I moved with my family. Then I started studying here and I live here now, obviously, and I wanna keep living here. So I speak German every day, Serbian every day, and then I speak English almost on a daily basis as well, because I work as a receptionist in a hotel. And yeah, if you didn't know that, I do have a student job as well. That's basically 3 languages almost on a daily basis. And I really had a problem deciding on what language I should film my videos. While I feel most comfortable filming on Serbian, like talking Serbian, I'm 100% sure about grammatics, intonation, phonetics, whatever. So that's that. Then German, I speak fluent German. It's actually, like, my German is actually pretty good. For like 6 years of living here, I always get a lot of compliments on my German. Yeah, not bragging. I really learned it fast because I was like grinding. I wanted to learn it, and I'm good with languages, honestly. So I could film on German without any problems. And then there is English, the language that whole world uses, and my English is also not bad. I know that it's not perfect, obviously. So that is basically the overview of languages I could choose from. Now, my take on those 3 languages that I speak. English is something I use for fun, and I did use it for fun basically from the beginning on. Like, maybe, of course, I had to learn it in school and study for my tests and whatever, but I never had a problem with that because I learned English. Like, I love English. It's my favorite language. Like, Spanish is also my favorite language, my second favorite. No habla español. English, fun. Like, I watch movies on English, listen to music on English, listen to podcasts, and I watch YouTube only on English. Like, I don't watch German YouTubers, I don't watch Serbian YouTubers. Like, I only watch YouTube videos on English. And that was a really important fact for me and realization. Then German for me is something that I use for work and for studying. So it's not really my favorite thing, if you know what I mean. And then we have Serbian, which I love Serbian. I think that is such a rich language, rich with words, terms, and it sounds beautiful to me personally. I speak Serbian at home because my boyfriend is from Croatia, and if you don't know, Croatian and Serbian is basically the same thing. And don't get anybody tell you otherwise, because that's the truth. And we speak the same language at home. Then I speak Serbian with my family, and basically to all my favorite people I speak Serbian. And still I did decide to film on English, and here is why. I will tell you how many are they? Like 6 questions you should ask yourself before deciding on what language you are going to film your videos. Obviously, the first and most important thing is to ask yourself and be honest about it. How well do you speak this language? Like, I know how well I speak German, I know how well I speak English, and Serbian, obviously, I'm not gonna talk about it because it's my native language. So, I know that my English is not perfect, as I said at the beginning of this video, but I think it's good enough to film my videos. And also, I don't use like any specific crazy terms on English. I use really like a daily language. Now, I do have an accent, and I don't hate my accent, to be honest. I think it's kind of cool to have an accent. I don't even, like, people tell me, like for German, for example, that I don't have accent when I speak it. But I don't have anything against having an accent. I never got any negative comments about my English. People usually say I have a cute accent or stuff like that, and yeah, that is one of the reasons I decided to speak on English in my videos. Now, the second thing is, like, you should ask your audience for opinion. What language does your first basic audience speak? Like, for me, my first subscribers and my first supporters were my family, relatives, my boyfriend, some friends, obviously, and they all speak English. Now, some of them speak English and German, some of them speak Serbian and English, and you get what I guys want to tell you. English was the golden middle for me. English was one language all those people had in common, and my family can understand me, my boyfriend can understand me, and one of my biggest supporters, which is my grandmother, she can't understand my videos. And my soul hurts for that. I literally want to cry right now. She still watches every video of mine, even though she doesn't understand a word, and that is real love. Yeah, love you, grandma. Also, I wanna put it out there. You probably already know that, but you can put subtitle in your video. Like, I never got around to do that because it's a lot of work, and I don't think a lot of people are super into reading on YouTube. People come to watch and listen and not to read. If they want to read, they will read books, that's a fact. But it's obviously really helpful to be able to put subtitles in your videos. So basically, what I want to say for the majority of people, for like my supporters, English is just fine. If I film on German, a lot of people who are important for me, people from Serbia, my friends and family, wouldn't be able to understand it. And now the other way around, obviously a lot of people from Germany wouldn't understand if I would speak on Serbian in my videos, which would not be cool because they are important people in my life and they support me from the first day on. So now let's talk about community, and I would love to be a part of a German YouTube community, but it's really hard for me to be a part of it because I speak on English, and that is why, like, the problem is that like, I don't know any single YouTuber, like German YouTuber or German blogger, who speaks on English in their videos. They like don't write blogs on English. They don't post Instagram things on English. They just speak German, and that is why it's really hard for me to get into that community and be a part of it, because my videos are in English, but I was ready to give it up for other things that were more important for me. So it's all about prioritizing, really. What things are more important for you? Is it like really important for you to be a part of community in the country you are living in, or is it more important for you to have more people understanding your videos? It's really a prioritizing problem. So the next and last thing is range. How many people do you want to reach? Now, if my videos were on Serbian, only people from Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia basically could understand my videos. And that is not too many people, to be honest. Then, if I film on German, there would be more people that would understand me than filming on Serbian. But still, with English, I get the biggest range. I think it's maybe easier at the beginning to use a smaller language, like language that not too many people speak, because then you will have like your specific group of people who are going to support you. But in the long run, I think English is better because you can obviously reach more people with the time. And if you are planning on growing a big channel, which I have to say my goal is not to have a biggest channel and grow crazily and be a biggest influencer or whatever, but still I started my channel with the goal to grow, and I can reach the most people if I speak on English. That's just the fact. And if that is important to you, then you should obviously choose English. Now, of course, talking brand deals, sponsorships, international companies, it gets even more complicated, because even though my videos are on English, I still live in Germany, because companies are also looking in geographics, obviously, and the area you are living in, basically. So that even gets more complicated, but I don't want to talk about brand deals in this video because I don't have any experience with it yet. So I don't want to say anything that is not 100% right and what I experienced. And then there are some things that people would advise you on if you are struggling with choosing your language for your YouTube. Like, yeah, why don't you start 2 channels? Because it's overwhelming to even start 1 channel, so you don't even have to think about starting 2 channels right from the beginning just to be able to film on 2 different languages. Also, you cannot possibly film the same video in both languages, and it doesn't make sense. And then combining two languages on 1 channel also doesn't make sense for me. Like, it can happen that in some of my vlogs people will talk either Serbian or German, but I can always subtitle it, and it's just going to be a really small segment, because people who are included in my vlogs, for example, they will try to speak English as well because they respect the language I chose from my channel. So now let's recap this. I will define my points. It's 6 points, as I said, and 6 questions you should ask yourself now if you're planning on starting a channel and you're not sure what language you should use for filming your videos on. And yeah, here we go. So first thing is, do you have more fun speaking English or the other language you could film on? As I said, English is my fun language and I have fun talking on English, and I couldn't imagine myself talking to a camera on any other language, so English was my way to go there. So the second thing is, do you feel comfortable speaking English? Are you confident enough when you speak on English? And you should ask yourself that and be really honest about it. And third thing is, how well are your English skills or that other language skills? Obviously, don't go for perfection because that won't get you anywhere. Then the fourth thing is, what do you think your first basic public will prefer? Then the next thing is, how important is the reach for you? How many people do you want to reach? Do you want to be a part of YouTube community in the country you live in? I decided that I would prioritize the other points more than this one, although I will really love to be a part of German YouTube community one day, and I hope I will be able to do that filming on English as well. They will just have to accept me, you know? Yeah, so that was it for this video, you guys. I really hope that I was able to make your decision a little bit easier, because this question is not that simple to answer, and I know that. And if you struggle with this question as well, I really hope I was able to help you guys. Just curious, let me know in the comments down below what languages do you speak. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!